I'm Fiona and welcome back to my very exciting episode today where I introduce my drift project. This is my drifty ute. It's a little bit, actually it's very shabby, but that doesn't matter because it's drifting and I need some seat time in something, and I've always wanted to give drifting a go. So I bought this, it was cheap, it's rough but it runs, and I'm gonna get it up to spec for a learner, and then we're going to go and give drifting a go. So this today is my 2001 Holden ute. Alright, so let's have a look first inside. You can see already we've got mud, we've got wires, cables, we've got everything's dirty inside the cabin. We've got one seat cover out of two. We've got random bits and pieces of who knows what. All that needs to go. The dash, I mean, you can even see it, the dash is covered in dirt and filth. I'll pull out that roof lining, it's all saggy anyway. To be honest, I'll probably strip out most of this interior and then just put back the seats for now, and varying on how we go, because these do have a bit of bolstering, varying on how we go with these, maybe replace them with some actual proper race seats later down the line. Things like all the buttons don't work, like the mirror control doesn't work, the doors they lock but the windows don't go up and down, they're not connected electrically, doors are a bit clunky. You can see all the panels already have ripples in them, but that doesn't matter because I dare say I'm going to make it way worse. This one, scratch. It's a LPG filler for the LPG tank, which I'll take out. I'm not going to run it on LPG for drifting, that's just silly. Paintwork's pretty shot. That doesn't matter. With the bonnet, you can see there's paint damage, sun bleach, scratches. It's terrible. But again, I really don't care about blemishes and damage. And of course, importantly, the engine. The engine in this apparently is reasonably low kilometres. I don't know, it's probably actually got more like 200,000. It's the V6 Ecotec, which most people would be somewhat familiar with in one form or another. I do believe that they were sold in GM vehicles around the world. It's a fairly compact motor. It'll do me for a start. I just need to tidy up a few things, probably delete a few things that are not relevant. So the idea is to prepare this roughly to pass the very most basic version of tech inspection, and then get some cheap, mostly bald tyres and head off to one of these learner days, because I don't know how to drift. It just looks like fun and everyone's into it, so why not give it a go, eh? But I think I'm just going to have to strip out a lot of the extra weight and crap on this car. It's going to be a dedicated race car. There's no way in Australia that this car will be registerable on the road again. It's got too many problems, and it wouldn't be worth spending the money to fix it. So we're going to fix things like door knobs that just come off. That's not drift spec, and that's not drift spec, and a lot of this is not drift spec. I've got to delete the airbags and things. So first things first, just pulling out as much as I can manage. Grab the old screwdriver and just keep pulling things out, I guess. The blue bucket to put things in and stuff like this. I don't need it, it's just going. In fact, I can just go. Holden badge, anybody? Anybody wants a Holden badge, just let me know in the comments below. I can work out something to send it to you maybe. Random switch, I'll keep that one. It's funny, the center console here has been stolen out of Sudan because we've usually got four switches for power windows, and there's only 2 windows in this car. Broken anyway. So locally to me, the drift scene's called Vic Drift, and I do know some people, know of some people who attend Vic Drift who are part of that league, but I don't know any of them like as in friends. I just know of them or have met them maybe once or twice. So if anybody's part of Vic Drift or knows things I should know to be a part of Vic Drift, let me know, because I really don't know how to do what they need me to do other than to turn up. So I don't know, keep the gear knob, throw it. I got an old Supra one somewhere, maybe I can stick that on. Oh. Okay, so the camera died, but I just I carried on because I want to get some things done. I've pulled out the carpet, the center console, the roof lining, and the backing there, just to take out some unnecessary weight. And not that it weighs that much, but this is a race car, and a race car build we shall do. I've actually cut across just under where the old stereo went. I don't know whether I'll even keep that. I may cut a bit higher up. I don't know. I may or may not put a stereo in this. There's a few loose wires underneath that I'll work out a bit later. Right now, actually, I've disconnected the battery. I'm going to pull out the airbag sensors and airbags because no airbag in a race car. Not in this car, anyway. So I've just removed the airbag out of the steering wheel. I don't have a different wheel at this time, so all I did was pull the airbag component out of the wheel. Yes, there's an explosive in there. Yes, I'll have to take it to a proper disposal facility. Now I just have to tackle some of this wiring. Because this car was converted to a dual fuel at some point, and about 3 different stereos put in it, there's just wires everywhere. So I'm basically in the process of returning the wiring to stock at the moment. Stock ECU, if we just have a quick look, it's down on the floor, and you can see that people have added to the harness down there. There's a relay and a ground and a few extra bits and bobs. I assume that's to do with the gas system. And then if we just get out real quick, head down to the bonnet area. It's pretty obvious when you look at some of this wiring that that's part of the gas system. There's one fuse up there. There's a whole loom with another fuse up here. Of course, they then run over to the other side where it's just everywhere. So, playing with the wiring, try and unwire some of this gas conversion. Yep, that's a few extra wires. Can't believe how many extra things people have installed in this car. Alright, so the car's electrically been returned to stock now, and it does still start, but it just won't run, and I'm not sure why. I think it might be a faulty air fuel mixture. I'm not sure. I'm not really mechanic, so we'll see how we go on that one a bit later down the track. It does start, but it won't run, so I'll work that one out. Right, so day one, Drift Ute, very exciting, but lots of work. I've removed the additional electrics. There was at least 2 different high-powered stereos installed in this car at some point. Trailer wiring, gas system, all the wires, there's heaps of them, but I've pulled them all out, returned car back to stock. The only thing that I'm removing beyond that is the airbags, because you don't need airbags in a race car, and I'm not putting any airbags in there, or it's all been removed, the wiring and so forth. So beyond that, it's going to be a little bit of work to get this ready for the track, but that's what we're working on. So that's all from me today. We'll see you next time. Bye.